tell us, what were some of the challenges, both internally that you were trying to overcome, as well as externally? You kind of shared with us externally that people were just hesitant, or it was difficult to get folks to self, motivate through the sequence, through the self-guided learning. But kind of go a little bit deeper on there. What were some of the both internal and external challenges that you were hoping to solve with this process?
Yeah, well, I'm happy to share. The first internal challenge, I mean, this is the nature of a startup, right? We were doing a test. We were testing something with regard to the time frame that people had to move through the course. And no better time to test than right before you're going on Thanksgiving break. So we had about 72 hours to come up with the cadence, right? How many emails we wanted to have in this particular sequence. And my background, although it's always been in marketing, for the past 4 to 5 years has been on the education side of marketing. So I was an instructor. So here I am thinking to myself, we're going into this holiday, and how are we going to be intentional about whether we follow back up with somebody within a 24-hour period or a 72-hour period? I mean, timing is everything with regard to this onboarding. So, I'm a big believer that, like the Google Sprint methodology, sometimes having that time constraint is good. And in this case, I had to let go of the, overthinking and the perfectionism. And the other piece of this that made it rather unique is that we have a CEO who is like all hands on deck. Our entire team does not say that's not in my scope of work, based on my title. So it was my CEO and I working on this. He was really helping with the automation piece on HubSpot, me more so on the copy side. And then we also, I was sitting right next to my candidate experience team. And these are the people that talk to all of our students and our hiring partners. And by that point, here we are November, like I said, about to go away for holiday break. I had just started with the company in September, but I'd had about 60 days worth of hearing what they were getting asked over and over and over again. So more qualitative data, right? How could we start to use this onboarding sequence to answer some of those questions up front and still have a lot of that personalization and, just test this thing, right? So those were the things that we were, dealing with internally, trying to get out the gate. And it just goes to show that when people really disregard, oh, that's not in my scope or my job title, you can get a lot done and still go on your holiday and have your turkey.
Well, if that is not the ultimate definition of what startup life, #startup life is all about, then I don't know what is.